Good evening, everyone, or whatever time it is where you are. This video is going to be concerning mitral valve prolapse syndrome / dysautonomia. It's what I'm going to speak on is those with mitral valve prolapse syndrome do realize it, but many people do not, and some doctors don't, that we actually have, it's similar to a heart attack. It's called an M.V.P. attack. And what it does, it almost completely parallels the symptoms of a heart attack, such as mid-sternum heaviness or burning, numbness down the left side of the arm, sweating, nausea, radiating to your back, pain, neck, shoulders, and sometimes it can be immediately. It cannot, unless you have an EKG or an echocardiogram done. You cannot really, we aren't doctors, so the doctor cannot immediately determine whether you're having a heart attack or not, unless they do a blood test, which will then confirm whether you had a heart attack or not. Last time I had one of these, I did call 911, was taken by ambulance to the ER, to my nearest hospital, and I was evaluated, and they did a fast enzyme test as far as the blood test was concerned, and from what they could see, I wasn't having a heart attack, and EKG did not show that I was having one. But they insisted that I stay because of my present condition, which is valvular heart disease, and they didn't say anything about dysautonomia because I really don't think they were informed of such a term. But I had other obligations, an elderly mother that I had to take care of, and I had to sign a release saying that I wouldn't stay in the hospital, that I refused their recommendations, and therefore I left, which is not always a wise thing to do. Let me tell you, because we aren't the ones who decide whether we're having a heart attack or not. That's up to the doctors. But I will tell you one thing you can do. If you know you have mitral valve prolapse syndrome, and you know it's severe, and you start feeling these symptoms, and all of your previous tests, your cholesterol, your EKGs, your echoes have shown that the heart itself is strong, and your cholesterol levels are where they should be, and let's say after a while you begin to sense when it is time to call 911. I can't give you that exact time, so right from now I'd advise you, if you do have an attack, to call 911. But as an ex-EMT, I can take my own blood pressure, pulse. It's kind of hard to take your own respiration, but I just pretty much evaluate what I was doing before. If I was lifting a heavy object, like I was about 2 days ago, and I paid for it for about 2 days with shortness of breath and severe fatigue. I didn't have any chest pains, but I just wanted to advise you, if you do have these, sometimes they are just what they say they are, M.V.P. attacks. You may feel like you're going to die, you can't breathe, And at that point in time, it's a good time to call 911. But if you feel these symptoms again, and that, like I said, if you know your blood pressure is good, if you got a BP cuff there, and you take your blood pressure, and there's not a difference of 40, I believe it's milligrams of mercury. I know it's not that. I can't think of it right now. I kind of got brain fade. But if it's more than that, then your best idea is to get to the hospital. Okay? I'm not going in detail to explain what that's all about. But I had one the other night, or actually the last 2 days. Today I felt pretty good. Now I'm starting to feel very fatigued. I've had a busy day. But if you feel one of these coming on, first thing you want to do is sit down and try to relax. Take short, breathe in. It's called pursing. And you want to breathe like that off and on. And a lot of times that will bring in the oxygen that you need. Don't just breathe through your mouth, because then you're going to hyperventilate, which is only going to make it worse. Take your pulse, see if it's regular or irregular or someone else there. If you got a BP cuff, take it, see what your BP is. If it's elevated and your pulse rate is erratic, I would therefore, or extremely slow or extremely fast, that's when you want to call 911, okay? But this is just a little advice and a little, I like to chronicle the fact that we have these attacks. They're very similar to, like I said, heart attacks. When I first started having them, first thing I do is go to the ER, because I thought I was having a heart attack. But now I know the point of time when I must go to the ER. And I have those times. And it's wise, because you can always be, now, right at this point in time, I am a candidate for a heart attack. I have high cholesterol. I have all 4 valves in my heart are malfunctioning. And it is very possible that I could have a heart attack. But just to be on the safe side, okay? Go to the ER. And if it turns out that you're not having a heart attack, and they prove that and they send you home, ask them, if there's a cardiologist there, ask him or her that, say, could this be my mitral valve doing this? And more than likely, they're going to tell you that it is, okay? So, I just thought I'd give you that, the heads up on this. And if you have any questions to ask or any comments that you feel would add some of your own, make your own video to respond to this or whatever, I'm sure there's many of you out there who have mitral valve prolapse syndrome. Okay? Well, thanks a lot for listening. I really do appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you in a short while. Okay? Thanks again. God bless. Bye for now.